What's going on, everyone? In today's BookMine video, I'm so excited to announce that both Victor and I added a new feature to the BookMine website called the Profit Meter. But before we get into that, what's going on, Victor?
Hey Jojo, how's it going? So excited about this update. I can't believe it. We worked on it for months. I think it's our biggest update yet, and you can tell we're really excited. I've been pushing ready to get this video out, so I'm excited to bring it to you guys.
All right, everybody, so I'm here on the BookMine app, and the new feature that we just added is this little button right here. What does that say, Victor?
Profit meter, and we added it right there, and we also added a profit meter slider on the top there. So this is game changing for us. A lot of people have asked for this update. They wanted to get to the really high profitable books. They wanted to be like, okay, well, this is great. You have a BookMine score, and that's true. That's still really good there. But that profit meter, now you can actually go in and raise it to the level that you really want to find some books at. And it just cuts everything else out. You can now just move that profit slider from 0 to 7, or the profit meter there as one of the clickables from great, good, amazing, things like that.
Yep. So all you got to think is, if you really want to find books that have the potential of having a lot of profit, then just move that slider closer to 7, or on your profit meter, you can literally just click amazing or great. And so again, if I go in and just reset and go back to the 0 to 7, basically we have close, good, great, and amazing. There's actually 78 books right now listed on Amazon that BookMine found that are great, or actually, sorry, amazing in terms of their profit potential. So you can literally just click that, and you're basically shown all the books that are really just, quite awesome. Like, you can just look at a lot of these Keep a Snapshots, and a lot of these are just pretty wow, like pretty crazy.
As a bookseller, each time you're going down, I feel something for them. Each one of these, I'm like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I'm not stopping at any one particularly necessarily, because a lot of these are just really good. But you can see, all right, we have a book sitting at $30 that in its most recent, 3 sales was at 70, and before that was at 120. So we're looking at a book that has sold for basically 4 times what its price is now in the recent past. So a book that has just really done incredible. And again, there's tons of books like this. This is actually a 4-volume book set, but it's sitting down here at $100, and there's plenty of sales north of 200. And so, yeah, what we did behind the scenes, Victor and I have been working on this for months, is how could we figure out a way to more reliably find profitable books? Because you also have to remember is that there's like 100 million books on Amazon, right, Victor? So it's like there's so much junk that you have to get rid of, and you can't just say like, hey, find a book that has a huge difference in price between what we think the intrinsic value is and its current price, because there's so much other stuff that gets in the way and makes it difficult for us to do that. But we've had a couple breakthroughs, and that's why we're able to show you this profit meter here. So again, you can click amazing, great, and even the good books that are showing up at 3.6K, those are still bread and butter books. Like, those are still books that are really high quality. So we're not necessarily saying just sit in the amazing, although obviously there's going to be tons of great deals there. But literally, good, great, amazing are just awesome books for you guys to start picking up.
Yeah, so that amazing, that's the highest profit margins you can find on Amazon today with books. And so those are the 78 books. They're crazy great deals. Even the great deals, if you were to just look at the great and amazing, that's pretty much all the books you need for that particular, for your one sourcing day or sourcing hour. Because just to remind you, this is actually updates every hour. So that's another benefit of all this. So it's 78 books this hour, and who knows what it's going to find in the next hour.
Look at this one. Crossings, photographs from the U.S.-Mexico border just dropped at $49.99. All of these sales are basically at $100. That's just the base lowest use price. Crazy book. This one right below it is actually a school counseling book. We take a look at this one on Keepa. You can see that it's sitting down here at $70, and it's had sales basically up to $200.
Yeah.
You can see basically
sell that $200.
Yeah, you can see this basically sells out during the textbook season. Like, the offer count gets really, here it got down to basically 0, and here it got down to a few. But an extremely expensive book there as well. And again, Victor, what do we recommend? How many books should we buy in a day? If you're
just 10.
Just 10.
10 to start out with. And we're already getting, because we released this late yesterday, right? And people are already buying 10 books, and I think we've gotten some reviews that bought 10 books in 15 minutes. So definitely great reviews already. We're really excited to bring it to you guys. Joji and I, we really have been meeting every night. Matter of fact, we're right now in the middle of the night, right? We're literally just pushing this out because we're this excited about it.
I mean, here's another one. It's sitting at $66. Look at the most recent sales in June here. So June textbook season here, $170. So a book that you can buy for $100 less than what it sells for during its season. Back here, selling for $180 and higher. Still here, even though a little bit lower, selling for $100. And again, those are just like all back to back to back. Here's a book about isotopes that's actually $100. But look at this. This is crazy. This book right now, $96. The most recent sales at $218. Even some sales upwards of $300 to $400. Again, not as many, but sales in the 170s. Like plenty of sales in the 170s. So there's another solid book. You even got amazing books like this, right? And this actually got a score of 9 due to the fact that it probably just came back in stock, and it is a book that, basically it's just been out of stock for a long time, but was selling in the $60 range and basically sold out. Has some sales for even higher than that. So just really awesome books that we've been able to find. Here's another one. Look at this. Just scroll a few down. This is this literally just came back in stock at $27.95. You can see it's right down there. And the most recent sales here, Victor, are like in the $80 range, 70 to $80 range.
Right.
You even got sales going further back upwards of $130. I mean, this is just, it's pretty wild, right, Victor, what we're able to do here.
It is. And again, this is not just one snapshot for the day and you're going to have to use just the books that we have. This is just for 1 hour. This is an update of the last hour. And these are 78 amazing books. Right? And you might ask, like, okay, why couldn't there be just a meter of just a profit actual price point? And we can't actually give you a price that like, hey, this is going to be a $40 profit margin, because that's kind of illegal. Like, we can't say that specifically. But what we can say is that these books are amazing. Like, you're going to make well over most of these books $40 or more in profit, right?
Yeah.
So that's where amazing is at, and the other ones fall in line real close to those price points.
Yep. So, I mean, there's so many ways that you could really be successful sourcing on BookMine. And it's probably a good idea to try to become good at doing a few different things. But certainly the easiest thing to do is just to look at the amazing books and log into BookMine multiple times throughout the day. And you're easily going to find 10 books. And you could literally just do that. I mean, and that's completely fine. But remember, don't necessarily avoid the other books, because even the great and good books often can also give you quite a bit of profit if you were to buy those books. So again, definitely don't avoid those, because I guarantee you, if we look at books that are not amazing and just great, good, or close, we're still going to find books that I would still say, like, wow, that's a great book, or that's an amazing book, even though it might not even necessarily qualify for that on the profit meter. Does that make sense, Victor?
Because we really raised amazing to a high standard.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be really bringing it to make it to that high amazing level. But that doesn't mean great isn't great, right? Because it is. That's why we called it great. It has some really great profit margin to it. So definitely look at the great and good. Also, you're going to find a lot of great deals in there.
Yep, absolutely. So just a really awesome feature that Victor and I are happy to push out. Again, people in the BookMine Facebook community group, which you could be a part of if you do start a free trial and you do end up paying for a subscription and becoming a BookMine member. We've already got tons of people who are like, what the heck? There's this new feature. Because this is a silent, update. We kind of just pushed it out literally at midnight the other night. And we've already got a bunch of people saying, like, yeah, I bought a whole bunch of books in a very short period of time. And honestly, I think what's going to happen is you're probably going to run out of money. And this is kind of a word of caution that I always give to people is, there are so many books on Amazon at any one time, and so many new books that will be undervalued, in the future, that really be, I wouldn't say careful, but, if you know that you have limited capital, like, just know that you're going to run out of money, because there's a lot of great deals out there. So be a little bit more selective. The good news is that we're already doing a lot of that work for you, Victor, right? With the amazing and great. So try to be pretty selective there. But the point is that I think you're probably going to run out of money, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It means you're buying great books, but it just means that as you start scaling, then this is when BookMine will become extremely valuable to you, when you actually have access to more capital to buy more of these books. But yeah, just a really exciting update here. Anything else that we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think what it is for the bottom line here is we made it so simple that now your biggest concern is that you're going to run out of money, right? Because the books are going to be put right in front of you. The top like 400 or 500 books, you can quickly get to those and buy as many as you can afford. So again, that's right, Joji. Be careful with this, because it's powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. So you can snag yourself a free 10-day trial to BookMine down below using the link in the description. We hope you join the BookMine Facebook community group. Ask a bunch of questions because BookMine is pretty insane. I mean,
Yeah.
there's tons of amazing quality, great quality books there that you could easily buy over 10 bucks a day. And really, where BookMine becomes insanely valuable is at scale. Like once you've got the money to actually buy these books, that's when you're like, okay, the
Yep.
price I'm paying for BookMine is so low. I mean, some of these books, you'll report back and say like, oh, I sold one or two books and I paid for my monthly subscription. And we're
And
like,
then the rest of the month, you just get to use BookMine for free.
yeah, essentially.
Yep.
I mean, think about it this way. If you buy 10 bucks a day, that's 300 bucks a month. I would say it's very likely that 5 books could pay for your subscription,
Yeah.
like 5 profitable books. And even there could be 1 or 2 books that pay for your subscription only, right? So it's like basically 99% of the books you buy are just straight up profit. So in other words, we're just really excited for you guys to use BookMine. This update is huge because it helps us find much better books. And all our members are already telling us that. So let us know what you guys think. And make sure if you're again new, watch the BookMine Academy series. But other than that, that's all we got for you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep.